People, welcome, beautiful goddesses, queens. Lovely to have you here with me today, live. So yeah, deep breath. I had a really stressful day yesterday. As in our cat, Magnus, he got hit by a car, but he's all right now. He's okay. He's just a little bit wobbly. But yeah, so deep breath. So, welcome everyone. I'm really excited about today because I've actually done a couple of topics on, I've delivered a couple of masterclasses on this topic and it's quite dear to my heart. So I'm quite excited about today's healing because it's a really good one. If I do say so myself. So welcome and thank you for joining me live. And I'd love to know where you're calling in from, where you're listening to me from, where you're currently at the moment. That would be lovely if you want to type it in the chat. That would be amazing. I'm just going to turn my chat on. So yeah, if you want to just let me know. Oh, wow, Quakertown, Pennsylvania. That's amazing. Welcome. I love how it's always around the world, like international. It blows my mind that I can do that from my tiny little rural village in England. Hampshire, UK, welcome. I think I recognize you. I think you've been here before. Welcome back. And welcome to anyone that's new as well. It's lovely to have you here. So, I'm going to get started. Today's healing, United States, Texas. Welcome. Loving this. Okay, so today's healing is going to be on what if you transcend instead of sacrifice. So I'm going to explain a little bit about those words because I love words. Words have power and energy, and they also emit a frequency. And so the word sacrifice, I feel like it's got such heavy energy, right? And it's such like it's quite victim energy. And so what we want to do is we want to shift that, because when you shift your perspective, you can literally change anything in your life. When you shift your consciousness, when you elevate your consciousness, welcome, Dorset, England. From, let's say, lower realms like heaviness into elevated expansiveness, that's when, like, even for me, I can feel my frequency, because we're all just balls of energy, right? I can feel myself ascending and descending when I'm conscious to it. I'm not very good at it if I'm ill or something like that, or if I'm really stressed. So what I want to do is, if you feel into this energy, sacrifice to me feels very constrictive and very heavy, right? And that's going to keep you in the lower realms, like the lower consciousness. And when I talk about that, if you've got a challenge or a problem, right, a dilemma, and you are just experiencing that challenge and dilemma, but you are coming at it from the thoughts, which are an energy, and the energy of sacrifice, it's in that heavy, dense energy. So the chances are the solution is not going to be found there, right? Because really you're in your ego mind. Whereas if you elevate your consciousness, in the Course of Miracles, it says elevate yourself above the battlefield, which really that means when you elevate. Oh, it just said a participant has set my thing to English. Is it not coming through in English? If you could just let me know in the chat. I just want to make sure I'm speaking in English and it's coming through in English. If you elevate your consciousness above the battlefield, so that would be where you're feeling, or where you're thinking about lower vibrational thoughts, attack thoughts, then you'll find the solution there, because the solution's always on. Thanks for letting me know, coming through in English. The solution is always on the higher frequencies. It's like everything you want to manifest, everything you want to create in your life is hanging out on the higher frequencies. When I talk about frequency, I'm talking about bliss, love, joy, peace, all those ones that make you feel, make you feel expansive, right? That's where your dreams and desires are hanging out. But what tends to happen is if we're in contract, if we're in contrast, if we're in fear or anxiety, we tend to then come into our ego mind, and that's when we can, like, you know, that saying, react instead of respond. So I would say responding is something from a higher consciousness state, and reacting is in your ego mind, those lower vibes. Now, it is what it is. That's part of being human. There is no shame here. Like, we all do it. Like, we all do it. So what I would love to do is just take those elements of sacrifice, and I want to shift some energy, perhaps around where you feel like you're sacrificing in your life, into transcendence. I also just want to make a note to you guys, if this is floating your boat, if this is resonating with you, please let me know in the chat. But also, I did a free healing. I can't remember because time's a bit soupy for me, like, because I work in different timelines. So I think it might have been last year, but if you go on my YouTube channel, which is just Lucy Brand, I did a free healing on flipping the script on responsibility, and it was really, really good. It was really successful, and it's kind of the similar thing of what we're going to be doing today, but just using the specifics of sacrifice and transcendence. Okay. Oh yes, I also want to thank all of you who donated. That's super kind of you. I love receiving it. I'm very grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amazing, excellent. And for those of you who don't know me, who are here for the first time, hi, I'm Lucy. I help you activate your BQE, also known as Big Queen Energy, and introduce you to a new way of living, being, and leading and creating. So this is a safe space, although I'm recording. It's just pinned on me, so there will be people won't see your faces or names or anything like that. So yeah, it's just focused on me. This is a space without judgment as well. And if you are tired, if you're just generally a bit frazzled, we are in eclipse season. We've just had the clocks change here in England. And I think in the States, some places. So if you're just knackered, nourish yourself. Like, just take this time to heal yourself and fill your cup up, right? I'm just the guide. You don't have to do anything that I say, right? You can just literally just lie on your bed or your sofa or wherever you are and just relax and just absorb. But if you want to be a bit more active, you're welcome to participate as well. And I do ask you to take responsibility for yourself and your own healing journey, okay? Because I am the guide. And so if it does get a bit intense, I invite you to just tap on the collarbone here, because this is our lungs. This is where the fear and anxiety. So tapping here on this meridian point here is what releases that. And breathe, just breathe. That's it. It's amazing how healing breathing is. Okay, yep, that's that done. Okay, I also want to let you know, if you do enjoy this session, this healing, then I have my 21 days of transformation, which is 21 tapping audios on different topics to help you, to just help you, whether it be heartache or whether it be confidence or whether it be seeking validation from other people, anything like that. Oh, thank you, Anna. I really appreciate that. She says she highly recommends. Okay, so I would love to know in the chat, are there any areas of your life where you feel you are sacrificing something? So there's that heavy energy, and maybe you've not really thought about it. That's what I love about these like healings, is because it gives you some breathing space, because our lives can be so busy to just stop and think and just check in and reflect with yourself. So is there any areas of your life, let me know in the chat, where you feel you're sacrificing something? Now, this could be yourself, this could be your health, this could be time, this could be money, this could be your values. I know there's certain situations where I just become a doormat and it's so frustrating. I get so annoyed with myself and my boundaries just go out the window. And we're all in this together, right? I am not perfect by any means. So, thank you. Self-love, freedom, money, self-love. Self-love coming up a lot. Sacrificing connection for safety. Oh gosh, I hear you on that one. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. Money, yeah. Trying to embrace a new career path, but I keep on spending energy thinking about the last career. Oh, wow. So yeah, maybe what's just coming to me with that is I don't know when the next full moon is. I think it's coming up soon because we just had a new moon. So maybe on the next full moon, on a full moon, a new moon is new beginnings, right? That's why the energy before a new moon can get a bit intense because you're stepping into something new. On a full moon, the moon illuminates what perhaps is not working for you and what needs to shift and change, but also what you need to let go of. So my suggestion would be on the next full moon, I would maybe write a letter or like write down whatever it is you feel that you're holding on to. And then I like to burn things. So I like have a little cauldron at home and I burn things in the garden on a bit of paper and I just bless it and thank it for all the lessons and everything it's given me, but let it go. And just, yeah, so that to try and help you move on. And because we're in eclipse season as well, that will be even more potent and powerful because the energies are quite moving. And it's also the start of the astrological calendar in Aries season. So it is about taking action and doing. But if you're not in that space, honor your rhythm too. Like it is about, as with everything, it's not about looking out there to the stars and everything. That is cool and it's good as a guidance. But ultimately, it's about going within and connecting with your intuition, connecting with your energy, connecting with what it is you desire and you want. And that's what's going to create the life that you desire. Because what happens is if we don't go in and figure out what it is we truly desire, we tend to become from our desires from the ego mind. And that's usually where we've got these beliefs. And this desire might be because society wants you to, or family wants you to, or, or like your career wants you to. So when you go within, you connect with your, whatever you like to call it, spirit, universe, divine, God, whatever. But that magic within you, and that's your soul. That's what's going to help you create what you desire. I wonder how my landlord will feel about me setting a small controlled fire in the backyard. I love that. Do you know what? I used to do that. So I used to live in Hove in the city, and we had a tiny little flat and this little balcony, and it was really windy because it's by the sea, right? So I used to be up there, like on this balcony, like lighting it with my little cauldron, casting spells. So yeah, as long as it's a controlled fire. And I'd also, just because it was windy, I'd also have like a little bowl of water near there. So if it did look like it was getting out of control, because it's really interesting from experience. So the stuff that you're really holding on to, but it takes longer to burn. It's so fascinating. Like it takes longer to burn, and like because you're holding on to it. Whereas the stuff that you're like, I'm done with this now, clear it out so I can call in what I want to desire and call in the new. That's so yeah, have some water on standby. Okay, I hope that was okay. I know that was a little bit of a detour there. Right, so I just want to, because I'm going to have some water because I've been talking. Hydration is awesome. So just to really bring this home for you, because I have to keep rereading what the word transcendence means, because I can find words quite hard. That's why I always look them up. Um, so if I define sacrifice as the dictionary defines it, it's loss, right? Sacrifice equals loss. And also it says it's an act of slaughtering an animal or person. So if you think about that, right, the energy, the connotations to the word sacrifice are actually quite, in my opinion, quite fear-inducing, right? So giving something up, abandon, forego, renounce, betray, like these are all kind of very heavy energetic words, right? And even as I'm saying them, I can feel my energy lowering, right? I can feel myself sinking into those kind of sticky, harder energies. So the opposite of that is increase and rise. And I'm going to use the word transcend. And transcend means, and I love this definition, be or go beyond the range of or limits. So that I'm talking about, so say like you've got a situation where you feel that you are having to sacrifice something. That is a limit, right? That sacrifice is a limit. That's a limiting belief. That's a limiting perspective. That's maybe trapped emotions which are limiting you from your expansion. So what I'm saying is like looking at that where you feel that energy of sacrifice, where you feel you're sacrificing, and transcend it, rise above it, rise into the heavens or whatever you want to call it, like expand your consciousness, raise into the field of infinite possibilities and hang out there. And what you'll do when you do that, and I appreciate that this can be really hard if there's especially like relationships or situations with people or things that have been going on for a while, like I appreciate that. But what can happen is if you, powerful you, can transcend, can raise your consciousness above the battlefield, the sacrificing, you'll gain a new perspective. Because they actually say that turn your wounds into wisdom. Some of the hardest challenges we have been the biggest lessons in this life and probably many other lifetimes. So that's what I want to do today. Okay, I'm just going to have a little look. Anything else? Yeah, so I've just put in my notes here: to rise above or go beyond, overpass, exceed, to transcend the limits of thoughts. Kindness transcends courtesy. To outdo, to exceed in excel, elevation. And sacrifice is something that the ego mind loves us to focus on, because when we do that, we are again in those lower vibrations, those lower frequencies. And the reason that the ego mind wants us to do that is because it loves to keep us in the past, right? So usually when we're talking about sacrificing, we're like going off past experiences and we're focusing on the past. Now, you create in the present moment. So if you're focused on what happened in the past, and we've all been there, and your mind keeps going back to that, you're robbing yourself of creating in the present moment and your future, right? Whereas if you can let that go, if you can transcend that stuff, then you've got like a peaceful place, a blissful place to create from, which is so much easier than trying to create from a place of lack or fear. Okay, right. So we're gonna start. So if you haven't been with a session with me before, welcome. And those that are veterans, welcome too. So what I do is I do tapping, EFT, emotional freedom technique first. And that basically is where we tap on different points of the body that are meridian points. So it's like acupuncture, but without the needles. And then what we do is we speak. And if you can repeat after me, but if you can say it out loud, that's even better for two reasons. One, it's healing in ourselves to actually release it and let go. And two, us as women have been silenced for years. So it helps you to find your voice and speak your truth. And that's it, basically. Just follow and repeat after me. The way I like to do it is I like to get all the negative out first, create a vacuum, and then we fill in with a positive. And afterwards, I've got a beautiful meditation with the goddess Kali. She's one of my favorites. I love her. And Kali is about, she is about destruction, but she's also about rebirth. So sometimes we have to destroy everything, like the phoenix, right? Destroy phoenix rising from the ashes, destroy everything to then create space for the new ideas, for the new things to come in, for the money to come in, whatever it might be. Destroying those limiting beliefs, destroying that stagnant energy, which is keeping you stuck. So that will be a meditation at the end. Okay, cool. Right. I'm just gonna have some, my hay fever's kicked in. I've got a bit of a tickly throat. Okay. So I'm going to start on the side of the hand today. This is sometimes called the karate chop point. And yeah, just repeat and follow after me. I have this situation and it feels so heavy. And maybe it's been going on for years. And it has this energy of sacrifice around it. It has this energy of where I have to sacrifice a part of myself, or just say the first word that comes into your mouth is the right one. And I'm just a bit fed up of it, really. I'm so open to shifting my perspective around this. I'm so open to elevating my consciousness around this so that I can transcend it and move on. Because in all honesty, and I love being honest with myself, in all honesty, this is not serving me. There may be a part of my ego mind which wants to keep me stuck in these thoughts and feelings of sacrifice to make me the martyr, to make me the victim. Oh, I'm calling it. And I choose to acknowledge that. Do you know what? I choose to acknowledge that with so much love and compassion. Because maybe this is just a pattern. Maybe this is just a pattern that I've got myself into. So I'll take responsibility for that because I'm a badass and a queen. But also, I'm going to acknowledge that these thoughts and feelings of sacrifice around, put in the topic, situation, person, I might have learned from someone else. I might have picked up this script or this conditioning from society, or maybe education, or maybe learnt it from family dynamics. Maybe I've even inherited it from my ancestors. But whatever that is, I'm going to acknowledge it and I'm going to choose to release it. Yeah. I'm going to choose to acknowledge this heavy energy of sacrifice and victim on all levels of consciousness around this. Insert the topic. I'm choosing to clear out all this limiting thoughts of sacrifice and loss and lack and fear. Oh, it's getting stuck in my throat. From all levels of my consciousness, my brilliant, beautiful, smart mind, my wonderful, beautiful body, my heart, my vagus nerve, my nervous system. So as I'm saying nervous system, I just imagine all this energy of sacrifice, this heaviness, this denseness, this victim, this stuckness, coming out down the back of my spine, that energy, and falling into Mother Earth. Because Mother Earth loves energy. It's only us humans that attach feeling and meaning to stuff, not Mother Earth. She loves it. She'll transmute it into love for you. Clearing out on an energetic level 2. That's it. Drop it out of your energy field. That's it. We don't need it. It's not serving you. And on a cellular level 2. There we go. Clearing out all your beautiful little atoms. And across all time and space, we're going to do other timelines now. Dimensions, realities, and realms. Okay, take a deep breath in. Oh, let it go. If you've got water, take some water. Right, now we're going to get into it. That was just the precursor. Woo! My throat is like stuck. Like I think it feels like fear to me. I'm always doing it with you. It's never just, I am your guide, but I'm always doing it with you. Woo! Okay, starting on the top of the head and then just tap around the points with me. All this fear and this sacrifice around, I can really feel it. And now I'm choosing to tune into it, which actually feels really scary. So I'm going to acknowledge that fear and that scaredness. And I'm going to commend myself. I'm celebrating myself for being brave enough to go there. For being brave enough and courageous enough to acknowledge this. Because that's the only way I'm going to shift it. I am choosing with my powerful free will. Always feels good to say. To clear out this sacrifice, this lack, this perception of suffering around, insert the topic, on all levels of consciousness, the collective and my own, my brilliant, beautiful, smart mind, my energy, my energetic fields, and I'm choosing to send back any emotions or thoughts around sacrifice, lack, suffering, loss. Oh, you feel how heavy that is? That I've taken on from others. I'm sending it back. That is not mine. I do not want it in my energy field. I do not want it in my beautiful body. I do not want it in my wonderful smart mind or my consciousness, weighing me down. That loss, suffering, sacrifice, lack. I'm choosing to acknowledge all those heavy emotions and thoughts and energy. And I'm choosing to clear it out. Let it all go. Clear it out from my heart, my nervous system. I'm also choosing to clear out any thoughts and feelings around loss, lack, sacrifice from past experiences on this topic with this person, whatever it is, fill that in. I'm choosing to let it go. Powerfully let it go. So I can make space to call in how I want to feel. I'm choosing to go beyond my limits of feelings of fear and lack. And I'm choosing to rise above it. Open myself up to the solutions, to the opportunities, to all the incredible opportunities and synchronicities that are available to me, but I just can't see at the moment because I've been stuck in lack and sacrifice around. So I'm choosing to transcend this. I am a powerful queen, a goddess in human form right now. But that does not mean that I do not wield huge amounts of power. And I'm choosing to focus that power. I'm choosing to activate that power to transcend my limits and my beliefs around sacrifice and around, insert the topic here, because I'm deeply and completely love, honor, accept, forgive, respect, value, and love myself. I am so worthy and deserving of transcending this. I am so worthy and deserving of creating everything I desire here on planet Earth in this lifetime. Every experience my soul wishes to have, I am so worthy and deserving of. But I'm not going to find it. These exciting desires I have, things I want to create and manifest, I'm not going to find it in the energy of sacrifice or the thoughts of sacrifice. So I am choosing the goddess that I am the queen that I am, to transcend it all, elevate my consciousness to that of peace, love, joy, bliss, as I and my nervous system and my beautiful body and spirit are all worthy and deserving of hanging out, being on those frequencies, those expansive, delicious, miracle making frequencies, because I deeply and completely love and deserve everything I desire. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in, my loves. Oh, let any residue energies that you don't want to go. And then I would love for you to just close your eyes and just settle into your beautiful body and feel whatever's supporting you. Whether that's a sofa or a chair or a bed, just soften into it. Allow it to support you. Let go. You're safe. You are so safe right now, and you are so loved. And then what I would love for you to do is I would love for you to find a beautiful natural space, whatever works for you, whether that's by a lake, by a mountain, in a forest. It can exist or it cannot exist. And you never know whether something exists in another universe somewhere. So whatever you choose is perfect for you, beautiful. That's it. And I want you to immerse yourself in this. I want you to feel it. What can you hear? Can you hear bird song? Can you hear the wind? Like maybe there's a gentle breeze, or maybe you can hear the sunshine, and you can hear from that sunshine, you can hear the grass growing or the trees growing. You can, because I genuinely believe that you can hear that anyway. So you can hear the growth and the movement and the blossoming, because nothing stands still. Everything is always moving. Beautiful. And as you immerse yourself in this wonderful, tranquil, peace space that you've created, I would love for you to take a seat, lie on the grass. If you want to bring in a chair, whatever you'd like, or a bench or a swing seat for a tree. And then just laying there, sitting there, whatever works for you, just for a minute, I want you to acknowledge how truly wonderful you are. And I want you to acknowledge how far you have come. And whatever challenges you might be facing right now, or dilemmas, you have overcome far worse. You truly are the wise woman. You truly are this beautiful soul and being who is worthy of everything she desires. It's written in the universe. It's written into the script of it. And as you tap into that infinite potential energy, you feel your beautiful body vibrating. You feel your cells starting to spark and the energy moving. And you notice that anywhere in your body where perhaps there was a bit of stuck energy, or perhaps there was a little bit of something that you couldn't let go of, a past experience or a comment someone made, or something that you did that you haven't quite forgiven yourself for. Maybe you notice these little things in your body, and then you lovingly thank them and you let them go. And as you do that, you notice that it just disappears. It floats into the ether. And as you watch it float into the ether, and there may be multiple, there may just be one, it's all perfect. As it floats into the ether, you notice that it starts to change color. And you notice that it starts to get lighter and lighter and fizz until it disappears. And you're like, wow, it's just gone. It's nothing. And as this happens, as these experiences, or maybe these comments or these words or these things that happened that were lowering your vibration or keeping you stuck, you notice that as they leave your body, which you are doing, you powerful queen, you're facilitating this. As you're doing that, what happens is you notice that your vibration starts to rise. Your consciousness starts to rise. It starts to elevate. It starts to transcend. You can feel it. You may even be levitating. Who knows? I don't know. This is your experience, but you're allowing yourself to be free, to be in the moment. And as you're doing this, you see the beautiful blue figure, impressive goddess of Kali. Oh, she looks magnificent. And as you see her, you feel this like fire within you, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. It activates something within you just seeing her. And it feels so good. It feels so powerful. It feels so expansive. And she is reminding you of maybe some dreams or some hopes that have been crushed or you've forgotten about. She's reminding you that these have got to come back with renewed energy and change, because the cycles of rebirth, it's not time to let go of those dreams and desires, and she will help you call them in. And as she comes towards you in her impressive figure, with her lovely long dark flowing hair and her blue skin, she comes towards you and she embraces you, and it feels so amazing. You feel your connection from your heart to her heart, and it feels so powerful. It's like a remembrance of the goddess you are. She's just an aspect of you, and she is so happy that you freed her, to help, that you've invoked her to help you create the life and the dreams and the desires you truly deserve and want to create. And as this, any remnants of fear or logic even, or lack or sacrifice drop out and fall out of your beautiful body, your human self, and you see the goddess self. And at that, you start to dance. You dance, and Kali dances with you. And Kali dances to bring joy. That is one of the things she brings. So you both dance. You dance this freedom dance of joy, bringing joy to the areas of your life where perhaps there's challenges and dilemmas. And she dances where there's fear to bring courage. And you feel this courage activating within you. And you feel this liberation, this sense of freedom that perhaps you've never felt before. And it feels so good. And it feels so aligned. And it feels so true to you. You remembering who you are, you beautiful goddess queen. And at that, you notice that your crown is on your head, whatever that might look like to you. And it is glimmering in the sunlight or the moonlight. Whatever it is for you is perfect. And as you dance and shed any more limitations or fears or insecurities and step into your full potential, your full and wonderful self, Kali leans down with this huge smile on her face, recognizing herself in you, and whispers something in your ear just for you, just for you. And at that, you feel this deep sense of connection, connection to yourself, connection to who you are, connection to the powerful deity that resides within you. And you realize and you remember how powerful you are and that you can do anything you choose. And at that, Kali embraces you one more time, and then she disappears off because she has other people to go and visit and see. And it's almost as if your consciousness feels cleansed and sparkly. You can feel that expansiveness, and these frequencies feel good. They feel how you're meant to feel on these expansive frequencies. And if you could give thanks to your beautiful space that you created, that you visioned, Thanks to the beautiful Carly for showing up. Thanks to your beautiful self for being here and doing the work and keeping your eyes closed. I want you to stay on those expansive frequencies, and transcendence frequencies, but come back into your beautiful body. Come back into this timeline with me. Welcome, welcome, welcome home. Welcome back. Keeping your eyes closed. Just come in your own time. Bring yourself back. You are safe. You are so loved. You are so welcome. Come back. You have to take up space here on planet Earth. You are worthy and deserving of that. Coming back into your beautiful body. And then maybe just feeling your human body. And when you're ready, but only when you're ready, you can open your eyes when you've come back. Come back to us. And if you feel available to, I would love to know how you're doing, how is your experience, how you're feeling, and yeah, what happened for you? I would love to know. I'm hoping that you experienced some shifts and that you are feeling very expansive now, and that yeah, you shifted some things. Carly walked through me. Oh, wow, that's amazing. I love that. So cleansing and empowering. Oh, wonderful words as well. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm so happy you had that experience. Congratulations, and thank you so much for sharing. That's incredible. I love that. Oh, I'll just give you a minute or two. I had a beautiful visualization and my body felt alive. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, my whole body, when I do energy work, like these are like my receptors. So my hands have always vibrated. And yeah, they were really vibrating. um, I'm doing above and beyond. I felt while doing this is like a cool wind in the early morning. It was fantastic. Oh, I love that. Oh, beautiful. I'm so glad you're doing above and beyond. I love that. I'm here for it. Thank you so much for sharing. I felt the block spots in my body melted away. Yes, yes, I love this. Thank you. I'm so happy for you. This is awesome. Wow. Congratulations. I'm trying to get my words out, but I'm in those other realms at the moment. So like logical language is a bit difficult. Can I keep doing this or just one time? You can do this as many times as you want, my love. So the wonderful thing about this is like I have people that all haven't been able to join me live and they will watch the replay and it just lands differently. So even if you did it 20 times or 100 times, it would go a deeper level. Like it always lands differently. So you're welcome to do it as much as you want. If you've signed up to receive the recording, then I'll probably get it out today, maybe tomorrow. I was told to believe. Yes, yes, believe. That's it. Sometimes we doubt ourselves, and I don't like the word shouldn't, but like we forget. That's better. We forget. Like we forget how truly brilliant and wonderful we are, because we are. We're the divine reincarnated. Like, I always like, I find it really funny. Like, I do find life quite funny. I have challenges, but I find life quite funny. And um like with let's see, yeah, with believing in yourself and things like that, like it is just society or things like that that have conditioned us not to. And so I feel like it's a remembering, it's just a massive remembering to remember that A, you're not alone, B, you're so loved. Like I always feel like if everyone knew like, if you could see what I can see, like, I have a whole entourage the whole time that's with me. I am never alone. Like, it's amazing. But everyone has that. Everyone has that. And it's just about tapping into it. And like, you're so loved. And so it's just remembering these things that our ego mind wants us to forget. And so, yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I've loved this one. I love all of them. I love connecting with you all. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I wish you a wonderful day or evening, wherever you are in the world. And hopefully I get to see you next month. All my love. Take care. Bye.